School is the most important thing in your life. And while I hate school, I got a PhD. And I hate school. I hate everything about it. So somebody say, E, if you hate school so much, why you get a PhD? Because I hate school, but I love options. You can have average skill, but you can't have average will. You can't have average will. Like your will has to be phenomenal. You have to see basketball as the gateway. It's like a passport. Basketball is just your way to get in, and then once you get in, boom, then you dominate. So I'm telling you, you're not taking a test because they're giving you the test. You're taking a test that's about to change your life, your mama's life. And I know if you take the test serious, you'll kill it. When you go through your go-through, your siblings are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your friends are watching you. When you go through your go-through, your parents are watching you. And people will use your strength to get through their stuff.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Welcome to another edition of freesummerschool.com. Knowledge is the new money. Get you some. Now look, real quick, I don't know if you can see my shirt. I can, I will, I must. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to feel that for real. You know, I've been talking to a lot of you. I've been talking to your parents, and we talking about self-affirmation, but you're not telling yourself the right stuff, y'all. You're worried about what people think. You're thinking what they think about you for you. I'm gonna say that again. You're thinking about what they saying about you. You are embracing that. Like you're thinking what they're thinking about you. Stop. Like stop. They're not you. Stop. They don't get to be in your mind playing Jedi mind tricks with you. It's your mind. Like it's yours. You own it. Don't let nobody up in that joint. For real. Nobody. It's your sanctuary. Nobody belongs there. It's like your toothbrush. You feel me? It's like your toothbrush, baby. You don't let nobody use your toothbrush. So don't let nobody get in your mind. You're supposed to be in your mind. You're supposed to tell yourself stuff, not nobody else. Now, I read something, man, bananas from Dennis Kimbrough's Daily Motivation for African American Success. And he told a story, blew my mind. He said he went to a specific African tribe, right? Not him per se, but whoever, this scientist was. He went, and it was like a neighboring, two villages, neighboring. And he was like, one of them, it was a couple people that stuttered, but he went to the other one, he realized that they didn't stutter. And he was like, yo, that's crazy. Like they almost share the same space, almost like, the DR and maybe Haiti, right? And so he's like, it don't make sense, right? But what happened was they did their homework in the village where they did not stutter. There was no word for stutter. You better hear what I'm saying. There was young people, middle school, elementary, high school. I'll extend this boy to college, right? Because grown folks should have this together by now. But he said in the village where there was no word for stutter, they did not stutter, right? So here's what I need y'all to do for me today. We get homework today. When I say self-affirmation, number one, nobody should be in your brain. Listen to me very carefully, y'all. And I'm not even on no hater stuff, but there are people who have opinions of me. It does not matter. I don't care about their opinions. Why? That has nothing to do with me. That's their opinion. It doesn't affect my life. I don't care what they think about me. I don't care what they saying about me. I don't care what they say to their friends, their family. It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with my life. It has nothing to do with my success. The only thing that matters is what am I saying about me? Like, what am I saying about me? What do I believe about me? And it's funny, I had somebody send some nasty. There was a few people send some nasty messages back, like, you charge too much money. What does that mean? B, what I find funny is nobody ever says I give away too much information for free. Nobody ever says that. But when I start charging, you charge too much. I'm like, bro, and guess what? For them, I do. But do you know there are people who will pay me my fee? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Without hesitation, with the 2 first-class flights, a coach flight, and a hotel for the age. Are you hearing what I'm trying to tell you? What are you telling yourself? It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter what they think. The only thing that matters is what are you saying to yourself? So here's a homework assignment. I want you to Think about what you're saying to your, well, yeah, don't worry about them. What if there's some things that you've embraced as negative that they said, get that stuff out your vocabulary and replace it, right? So I had a very, very close friend of mine. I spent some time in Cali with them, and I made them do the exercise. So I said, give me a word. She said, fail. I said, okay, let's change it with what? Succeed. Absolutely. Poverty. I said, let's change it with what? Wealth. Right? Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? Low self-esteem. I said, come on, we do that. Self-love, self-care. I said, all right, let's go. Can't. All right, let's replace that with what? Can, will. Are you hearing me? So your homework assignment, your self-care, your self-affirmation, you're loving on yourself. Words. We're gonna take out all the negative ones and we're gonna replace them with positive words because words are powerful. Words are powerful. As a man speaks, so it is. You have the ability to create. So whatever your world is, it is your words that have created that world. And if you don't like that world, then say something different. It's your boy E.T. Small steps, great distances. Now you know. Let's go.
Knowledge is the new money. Get you some. Welcome, Eric Thomas, Dr. E.T. I said, well, Dr. Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher. I'm your host, Quincy Harris. Listen, you got so many. E.T., Dr. Eric Thomas, Mr. Thomas. It's a lot. You got names.
You're getting old.
But before we get started, I would like to tell the students just this really quick thing. Don't make it hard for people to help you.
Yeah.
If you want to play basketball and then the coach is like, all right, well, yeah, you can come over, but you come late, or they have to remind you. Like if you need a tutor and they're like, all right, well, call me on Tuesday, and you call them on Wednesday, say, hey, I forgot. Like, please don't make it hard for people to help you.
Where you been all my life, bro? I've been needed that.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, some students, some adults need to hear that. So, I just want to let people know, make it easy for people to help you. It will go a long way in your life. Today we're going to talk about self-affirmations. How important are self-affirmations? What do self-affirmations mean to you? Talk to us, E.
I was just talking to my god sister yesterday. We met, halfway, the halfway mark in Cali, between LA, and San Diego. And, she was on that thing. And I was telling her, I was like, look, the average human has 36,000 thoughts a day. 85% of them are negative. And I was like, yo, I'm just being real with you. The way humans are designed, it's just negative, negative, negative. Like, we just designed to see the bad. And I told her, I was like, yo, I'm not mad at you. You grown. Like, if that's where you want to go for it. But you got to understand something. With all that negativity, you're not going to do nothing but create that foolishness you saying in your brain. And you talking about it out loud. I was like, yo, you got to start telling yourself something different. I'm telling you, my life changed when I changed my perspective and I start affirming what I believe. If that makes sense. Let me give you an example. So she was just like, when mom passed, and mom's was like me. She blessed a lot of people. She was just like, yo, those people that my mom blessed, like they weren't there to bless me. It was like people are fake. And I said, you know what? Let me say this to you. You spent so much time focusing on the 20 people that didn't show up for you that you overlooked the 2 that did show up for you. You feel me? You focus on 20 people that didn't show up for you. So if that's what you want to do, and then now you in a dump because they didn't show up for you, that's cool. But I'm trying to tell you, me and D, we've been out here. We trying. We here with you right now. We care for you. But when all you can talk about is the negative, that's what you're gonna get. So to me, self-affirmation is so important because it now means I have control of my destiny. And whatever situation I'm in, if I speak about it the right way, guess what's going to happen? The right way. But I will say this, bro, like I ain't stupid. I ain't dumb. I understand humans are wired. Now, I'm not going to say no names because Q know everybody in the industry. But I was saying to my wife the other day, I was like, yo, why do those shows blow up? Like it's apparent that they're gossiping. Like it don't make sense. My wife was like, yo, humans love negativity. if you had a good show on, ain't nobody gonna watch people do successfully have healthy relationships. Like, don't nobody want to see that. They want to see drama. And so I'm just saying, y'all got to be careful, man. Talk to yourself in a way that is going to create the reality that you want.
Auntie Val, talk to us about self-affirmations.
If you know me and you ever ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to tell you I'm amazing.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that's a self-affirmation because it's the value of one's individual self. So I may be on my way to amazing, but for me, it's about, that's my affirmation every day and every time somebody asks me, because I always think about grandma. You ask how she do on my knee, you know, my back, she drawing all that. She's like, she got a list, she ready to share. And I'm ready to share with the world that I'm amazing. And if not, I'm on my way to amazing. So just be mindful of that and speak that. Someone asks you how you doing, it's not about what's wrong. It's about what's right.
Man, powerful. Charles Terry Jr., talk to us, brother.
Oh man, self-affirmation. So I think we said it a while back that the most important thing that you have and the strongest weapon you have is the ability to choose each thought that you're going to have. So being intentional about what you're telling yourself, you talk to yourself and spend the most time with yourself. So do something intentional, create you a wall, put you some sticky notes, some affirmations, get up in the morning, read them jokers, even if you don't believe it, just read it. And I promise you, eventually you're going to be like, you know what? I can move this one over here because I am that. I got that. So just continue to tell yourself and speak those things though as though they are. Just continue to speak to yourself and speak good things over yourself. And you'll make it.
Nice. Kale, talk to us, brother.
Talk to us, Kale.
One of my favorite quotes of all time, Henry Ford. You know, he said, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're correct. And one of my other favorite quotes of all time, this one biblical, so shout out to Pastor E. As a man thinketh, so is he. And that's so like important for people in this generation. I used to think it was crazy to talk to yourself. Like, why would I? You know what I'm saying? I used to think it was crazy to have those moments with yourself where you nowadays in this season that I'm in, where I'm trying to do more, I'm trying to execute more. There are days where I will not make it through without having to verbally out loud tell myself, you got this, Kale. You got this, Kale. You got this, Kale. Keep going, Kale. I have to verbalize it out loud because thinking it sometimes is not even enough. Sometimes you have to physically feel yourself say it in order to push through. Like whether it's a workout, you ever hear people in the gym, they're like, oh, let's do
the last rep.
Effect. Like that's the last bit that they need to get that rep out. So practice that. Don't let nobody tell you that you're crazy for talking to yourself because you have to manage everything that's going on in this mind of yours. You have to be able to take that energy. And somebody said it, you got the power to control your own thoughts. So if you have to say it out loud because your brain is thinking one thing, your body is feeling one thing, but your heart wants another thing, sometimes you have to say it out loud to get everything to fall in line. So love self-affirmations, man.
Yeah, I think for me, man, I would like to compare it to, I like to compare everything to sports, right? Because it's so easy to look at, you know, what's going on, but it's like always a metaphor. And one of the most passionate sports athletes out is a little bit before some of the students' times. It was a guy named Kevin Garnett. And if you see Kevin Garnett, please, y'all can YouTube him or Google him. He would always talk to himself. And I'm like, man, I wish I could pay for an NBA package that I could hear what he is saying. And you would hear other players say like, yo, he was always hyping himself up. Like, no, man, you the best. Oh, they can't guard you. Like he's just literally talking to himself, hyping himself up. So I say the same thing. Like use that practice and use it for yourself. Like, you know, Auntie Val said, you know, when people ask how she's doing, she says amazing. She may be on her way to amazing. I never forget seeing the rapper Future. They asked him something. He said, how are you doing? He's like, sensational. So every time someone asks me how I'm doing, I'm like, I'm sensational. And it catches them off guard every time. You put out that good energy, it's going to come back to you. So that's what I would say, you know, about self-affirmations. Please talk to yourself nicely. E.T., talk to us, bro.
Talk to yourself nicely, and talk to yourself about what you want your life to look like. Remember, small steps, great distances. Now you know. Let's go.